Yo, you should be able to hear me now. Yo, what's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Oh, fuck off, Bobbies. Isn't the volume super low? Hopefully not. I don't know. If anyone else, let me know if my volume's low or if it's all right. You might just have to turn it up on your side. Horny as fuck, yeah, man. Fucking, I keep taking profits on my longs when I should just fucking let them ride, but oh, ETH especially. Insane, man, insane. I hope some of you lot are in the ETH trade that I gave. If not, then don't know. Have fun staying poor. I'm joking, but yeah, it's insane. Looks like it's going straight to 4K without a pullback. Let me share my screen. I think enough people have joined now. All right. Let me know when you can see my screen. It's all right. Yeah, can't see. Great. The emoji's killing me, man. Um, yeah, so hopefully you guys are, I mean, long, I guess, on the market. I've been bullish the past week or two. Not been getting wrecked on shorts. Been playing the alts that, I mean, not just me, that has been giving trades in the group by everyone else. John's been absolutely killing it. I know he just keeps pretty much waking up every day and longing every single pullback, and not even a pullback. It'll be like a 1% dip, and then gets like a 4% move out of it. But it's just been pretty insane trading conditions the past week or two. So I hope you guys have been maximizing it. And yeah, printing with everyone in the group. So as I said, I can't remember, on Monday stream, I think with Mozza, um, I was really focused on ETH. I said ETH BTC is going to outperform from here. We should we should do some catch up. ETH's so much cheaper than BTC. ETH's also much easier to move than BTC in terms of market cap wise. It's 7x cheaper. The ETH ETF inflows, like I've been banging on about them. I don't know if most of you guys skip over that, but ETH ETF inflows are on par with BTC when it's a 7x cheaper coin. So the impact of those inflows on ETH compared to BTC are like 7x as more impactful. So you need to take that into account, and you need to also take into account how much short interest there is on ETH, how many people are still using ETH as a short leg in their pairs. People being short ETH BTC the entire year, like, you know, how good of a trade that was. And I mean, for like 3 years, it's been good. So to get like a 90% reversion after it went down, like 80% is nothing in the grand scheme of things. But if you're playing this on a low time frame and catching this reversion, then it's happy days for you. And you should be printing out of your head. ETH also pumping means it's a good sign. Excuse me, is a good sign for alts. As we can see with Bitcoin dominance reversing. Like I think the last time I covered this, I said that we might get something like here, where we had that mini altcoin period in the start of May. Same with this double top that we formed at 66%. Now we're getting the pullback. Ideally, I would like this to go all the way to 50, back to 60%, and then perhaps a reversal at the end of the summer. But as long as ETH continues. I don't think ETH tops without going to 4K at a minimum, and if it goes to 4K, it should overshoot and go for all-time highs. But I'm not going to make the mistake of not selling my ETH at 4K and then just like my spot ETH, and I will just try and left trade the breakup from 4K and above. Because I just 3 times I've not sold ETH at 4K. The last 3 times it's touched 4K, so I'm not going to make the mistake the 4th time, even though, you know, it might be different this time around. I would rather not take my chances and bank the profit. But yeah, let's do this in a proper way. Let's go over BTC first, then ETH, then XRP, Sol, Hype, the usual kind of thing. So unfortunately, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I got filled that limit order on BTC 116.5. I moved to stops break even because of all the nonsense about the OTC seller and things like that. The ancient Bitcoin whale that's apparently what's his name? Roger Beck or Alan Beck, whatever his name is. Apparently Tim, who's behind the wallet, but we don't know. But anyways, we got like a second wick down, sub 116k, which I got wicked out, and then we got the move into 120k. I think 120k is like another low time frame level that you should pay attention to, which is where we rejected from. It was like flip 118k, we go to 120k, flip 120, we get the new all-time highs. But like, I don't mind BTC forming like a range now. So we had to move to 120k. We form like a range somewhere here, and let ETH and alt catch up and get a few days of altcoin fun. So that's kind of my base case for BTC. I don't necessarily want to say we're going to 120k like anytime this week. We might, once above 120k, I'll start saying that. But right now, I think we could get a call off. Like we had like what 8% move, like 9% here, 5% there. Like in total, we had like a 14% move on BTC on a breakout. But yeah, maybe chop, maybe like a bigger wick on a flush, and a reset, and then another leg higher. But base case is range. If you get, so that's like scenario 1. If that evolves into this, then we play this breakout. Otherwise, if we get like a wick down here, then I'll be targeting straight away a big mean reversion, like a big move to all-time highs, because it'll be a flush and a wipe of OI and positioning that gives us fuel to move higher, and for new capital to pour in and things like that. So that's what I'll be looking for. So that's my view on BTC. If anyone has any questions, I mean, we can look at trends and things like indicators and stuff like that. We're holding 4-hour trend, hence why I'm saying we most likely just consolidate. In terms of revamps, the weeks, we are halfway through the week, so with the weekly values that we have, we're above previous week value area high. We're currently trading at weekly VWAP. We're at quarterly value area high, so as long as we hold above 118k, it's fine. Hold above the 4-hour trend. So yeah, like there's nothing much else to look at. And for BTC, just hold this area and we're good. Any wicks lower, we buy really hard. Above 120k, we chased 125k. That's pretty much the view on BTC. Ever since we had this breakout above 112k, I said it was alt season, risk on signal, which is why I've been pushing like 1 or 2 trades a day, which is up from my usual frequency if you follow me. And I have multiple trades running now in profits. These are the conditions where you want to squeeze the market, get as much money out of it as you can, because there will be months where you're not making any money, or weeks or days where there's nothing that comes out of you. So you try and make as much money as you can in these 2 weeks to pay off like a 6 months wage of trading. Like, I don't know, let's say you have a goal of making 20k a month from trading, on average. So like make 240k a year from trading. In a month where, or in a 2-week period where you can make like 6 months your wage like 120k, then you don't have to worry about your next 6 months of trading if conditions are bad. you get to have some time off. Maybe you have some important things to attend to. I don't know, holidays, like weddings, whatever. You have some errands to do, like sort out some shit in your life, get into shape, whatever. If you make use of these good conditions where you lock in, sacrifice, I don't know, touching grass or whatever, and this is the time where you want to be like, trading. You want to be at your screen 12, 14, 16 hours a day. You don't want to be taking this like chill summer time kind of like, when we had this kind of boring chop here. You don't want to be like spending, like if you spent like 10 hours of screen time during this time, then you should be spending at least like 14, 15 hours in this time, because you only get this like market condition 20% of the time of the year. Uh, yeah, so that's my advice for how you should be trading for this week, next week, for the foreseeable future. As long as the trend is there, respect the trend. So yeah, that's my view on BTC. Not much to action. ETH. So we were chopping for about. So we got filled on what? We got filled last weekend, exactly. Saturday, Sunday, we got that scam pop, and then retraced on Monday, Tuesday chop, and then now we've got the breakout. So it was a couple of days of holding the position, but not wavering. I said I have high confidence of this trading much higher at the end of the week, end of the month. I said 3.5k by the end of the month, and we might even hit it at the end of this week. It's a huge move on a major band. Like if like 17% move on a major on leverage, like you should be laughing to the bank. Of course, I know we took some profit like here on the Sunday move. Then you could have re-added when it came back to entry. We took like one TP earlier, and even the rest for Moonbag, like 40%, whatever I said in my channel. But yeah, like I don't know. I don't want to assume your guys' positioning on anything, but I know from like a few conversations that I have, a lot of people like take the same position size on ETH as they would on like, I don't know, Pepe or Fartcoin when someone calls it in the group. So like, I don't know, when I or like Aztecs calls Pepe a trade, you buy 100k worth of Pepe, and that's your position size for like alts that you trade. And then someone calls it ETH or BTC trade, and you decide to still take it with 100k position size because I don't know, you have this fixed position size for every coin. Even though, like personally, my position size on like majors are 10 times the position size that I have on my Floki position was like 10 or 20 times smaller than the position I have now on ETH, purely because like the stop losses are much tighter. The gains are usually much smaller. So when I'm trading ETH or BTC, I'm only looking for 3 to 5% gains. When I'm trading like Floki, Pepe, Eno, Fartcoin, I'm looking for 10 to 20% gains. I'm looking at like 4 or 5 times the gains on alts compared to BTC or ETH. So you should be trading BTC or ETH at 4 to 5 times as much size. So yeah, like if you're in that boat, if that so maybe something like that, maybe a flush, and then we go here. That would be ideal. I think that's too much of a picture perfect entry. We might have to chase. I mean, 4 hour trend has now been left in the dust. We flipped. I said yesterday, was it on stream? Previous yearly VWAP. If you flip previous yearly VWAP, we're going to previous yearly value area high. You saw now how aggressive this move is. If like the only so we might end up spiking all the way here and then only pulling back here and then going there. So like uh, so I don't know, but like I think this should trade to 4K, man. I think this is going to 4K, but I think 3.5, 3.6K is a logical stop off point where we get like a 3 to 5% pullback before we leg up again. So yeah. That's basically my plan, but I've not really had to worry much about trying to chase ETH entries because we got such a good entry, and I'm just letting the entry do a position. Entry do the position, entry do the job. So yeah, in terms of the questions, any short setups? Absolutely not. I'm not looking to short this market at all. It's not worth it. You're better off just buying any dips that you get. Take profits at resistances. I wouldn't try get fancy with the market and try long and short. It's just not like you will get ripped to shreds shorting, getting like standing in the way of these things. Like people thought 3.2K was going to reject. People thought like all these resistance lines that I've drawn, we've just ripped through today. So yeah, I just, yeah, I'm not going to take a short at 3,440. I'm not going to take a short anywhere. Maybe I'll short 4K, but uh, yeah. So I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I wouldn't short it, man. Just long pullbacks. Um, that's the advice I give you in a bull market. You long every pullback. You sell every rip, essentially. Um, so if you are long ETH today and you get a 9% daily gain, then yeah. Yeah, if everyone has a clear, obvious resistance level, it's gonna rip straight through it, and then once everyone then decides it's gonna go up forever, like you can see here, all the OI is coming off. It's people shorting, man. That's why we're pumping. It's not because of that, like that much buying pressure. It's mostly people how getting liquidated on shorts. Kind of new in this group, or you're a swing or scalp trader. I would say I'm a swing trader, but like I do scalp here and there, but I would say that I go for more like I don't want to say high quality setups, but like high quality setups rather than quantity of setups. Like there are traders in this group that will give like 3 to 5 trades a day. They'll churn out volume of trades, whereas I prefer to give like a couple of trades a week, maybe one trade a day, or maybe two trades a day when conditions are really good. But I would never like give like 3 or 4 trades a day. Partially because I feel like that's too much. Brain real estate, trading real estate that takes up in my head to manage that many positions unless I've trailed them break even. So like for today, I would just consider ENA is my position. That's the only thing I've been managing today. The other positions I called days ago, so I've just been taking profits when alerts go off. But ENA is the only position I took today, so that's the only thing I'm focusing on, and that means I can. I don't know. I feel like I perform better that way. Some people are just really great at juggling loads of things throughout the day. I can't. Personally, I prefer a few positions. I prefer quality over quantity. That's what I tell myself. But you can be the judge of that. But yeah, it's the OI building up on the long side from FOMO entries. No, it's actually shorts getting fisted. Um, all of this is just short covering. You can see here all the OI going down. You can see all the liquidations coming in. You can see all the funding peeling off. Like I said, people have just been fading ETH for too damn long. you can't disrespect ETH for this long and get away with it, especially when BTC is in price discovery mode and everyone's FOMOing into crypto and everyone's trying to catch the next best thing who missed out on BTC. All those guys who probably were watching BTC all these years at like 90k, 100k, now seeing 123k, they're like, oh fuck, what do we do now? They see ETH's at 3.4k when all-time high was at 5k. Let's bet on that. What you think? How long good conditions? I think it could last a minimum of 2 to 3 weeks more, man. At a minimum, I assess conditions day by day. But I think right now there's absolutely no reason for the market to stop pumping. For us to not carry on having fun. Bitcoin dominance looks like it wants to continue reversing. Momentum is there. All the indicators are looking all right. Funding rates aren't through the roof yet. ETFs keep buying. Trump's economic policies are doing its job. DXY is going down. Rates, oil is going down. Stocks are going up. Like, yeah, man. I don't see any reason for things to get any worse from here on out. I think the only things we have to look forward to are better things than what we have right now. We've got rate cuts to look forward to, potentially a new Fed chair, maybe Powell out the door, maybe Scott Bessent as the new Fed chair. We've also got summer that ends, so real volume and real market comes back. So the future is bright, man. I think don't be looking for when is this time going to end. Look towards, oh, how much can I extract from these good conditions? Like a good mentality, I don't know if it's a good mentality or healthy mentality. Is probably actually very, very unhealthy. But the way I see it is like trading, like it's my career, or whatever you want to call it, like a job if you want to say it. The way I view it is that I might never ever make money again from trading. Like I could like I have this like, I don't want to say it's a fear, but it's just like this constant thought in my head, like this isn't going to last forever. Like trading isn't going to last forever. I don't see this as a 20, 30, 40 year career path like you would do if you were, a lawyer or a banker, a doctor, or whatever. Like when those guys lock into their profession, they can see themselves doing this until retirement, basically, until they're 65, until they're in their 40s, 50s, or whatever. In no way in hell do I see myself doing this when I'm in my 40s or 50s, or even maybe not even my 30s. So I just have this constant thought in my head, like, like I might not be able to long ETH on huge leverage again and catch a 9% daily move and make, like, I don't know, 50, 100, 20, 30k, whatever in a day. I always think like, oh, this is the last chance to get this opportunity. So having that view in my head, that mentality, that outlook makes me want to extract as much as I can from the market. It makes me want to hunt down trades like nothing. It makes me want to be locked in, makes me want to catch the moves that are going on. Like, oh, there's free profit on the table here. Oh, there's a news trade there. There's some, I don't know, like Coinbase is going to list this coin. Like, I just want to make sure that I can extract as much as I can before like the good times are over, which I think is a good way. I don't know if it's a good way. Like, I think it's quite unhealthy, but like, I don't know. It's helped me make more money. So I don't know if it's useful sharing that with you guys, but yeah, that's like one thing that I have in my head all the time when I'm trading. Which might motivate you, might not, might make you shit yourself and panic and think, oh no, it's all over. But yeah. What's your average win rate? Oh, God knows, man. The Mozza tracks my win rate in the group, so you can open the spreadsheet up of my past few months. But I find things like that. Like, I don't know. Win rate doesn't matter. Like, you can have a negative win rate and be hugely profitable. I've showed like accounts that I've traded on where I've had like 20-30% win rates, and then my profit has been through the roof purely because the trades that I lose on, I lose a little on. The trades that I win on, I win big on, which is what you should aim to do as well. You should let your runners you should let your winners run and cut your losers early. So like, I don't know, I took a loss recently in the group for XRP. I think I would have hit stop loss maybe. Or like it would have gone down 5% down. I decided to cut the loss for 1.5%, and then like you've got a win of like Floki where it ripped 25%, you've got a win of Ether ripped 8%. Like you need to be like, I don't actually let a lot of my, if you look through my trades, you would see that a lot of my losses are like manual losses where I cut them before they would actually go and hit stop loss. Like actual stop losses being hit for me are like very, very rare because again, I'm only giving stop loss for the sake of, like there's a difference. There's a stop loss and a stop order. People, I hate when we say stop loss because a stop loss is like a mental stop loss. It's like if something changes in the trade that you're in, some information comes in. It's like a dynamic stop loss. It's like, okay, like let's say you're tracking some guy on order flow or like on like a TWAP or OI or whatever, and you're tracking that. So your stop loss is if that guy stops buying. So therefore, you don't actually have like a value over stop loss. The stop losses that are given the group, like the stop loss of 2780 on ETH, that's a stop order. It's not a stop loss. My stop loss would have been probably like if I see ETH start closing below 2850, that's my stop loss. But this is a stop order, so like there's two different concepts that you need to get your head around. Like people don't, like actual traders don't use hard stop loss. Like a stop loss isn't hard. It's a soft stop loss. It's what you think in your mind of what your reason for cutting the condition is. Like, okay, I'm long BTC today. My stop loss is if the Coinbase premium disappears because that means Sailor isn't bidding anymore and the OTC seller has got more impact on today's flow. So that's like a stop loss, but the stop order is at like 118.5k. It's at like some just a random price point. That's a stop order, not a stop loss. Yeah, I don't know where I got, I don't know why I started talking about that, but yeah, whatever we were discussing. Yeah. What's your criteria to size bigger? That is like kind of hard to answer definitively. It's basically you develop that skill over time by trading, by doing data analysis of your trades, just collecting as many pieces of data. You'll find what you're good at, and what trades tend to make you more money. Like for example, like Aztecs is incredibly good at trading near, for example. Like if you analyze his trades, his win rate on near might be like 86%, and his win rate on trading BTC might be like 72%. So if your win rate on trading a certain coin is much bigger than your average win rate, then you should be sizing bigger on that coin. Like some people have coins that they just the flow that they're able to read. Like Johnny's was really good at trading fart coins, so that could be a criteria for you sizing bigger. For example, if I'm trading news, that's a criteria for me to size bigger. Like when I saw what is this? How bad? I think that's an alert for my ENO trade. What's it up now? Well, I'll continue. Okay, 5.5. If you're in my ENO trade, take TP1 here. And move stops break even. What was I saying? Yeah, like news, for example, is a good criteria for me to size bigger because it means I just have more confidence of the price going up, of me having an edge on the market. So that's basically the criteria that you should use when you should decide to size bigger or not. But you just basically develop the skill over time, man. You just need to do analysis on your trade, see what works for you, what doesn't. Maybe you're really good at trading like 50 RSI setups. Maybe you're really good at trading hour 4 EMA 36 flips or hour 4 EMA 200 flips. Maybe you're really good at trading spaghetti chart trades. Like maybe you're really good at trading like the M3 breakouts that Tariq does. Maybe you have a higher win rate at that than like normal hour 4 order block trades. So you just need like 200, 300 trades. You put them in a spreadsheet. You tag each trade, or like you can use like trading like journaling software. You can tag them based off what type of trade that you took. Maybe it's just simply tagging. Oh, I had so if I have a trade and if I'm like I don't know if I want to long it if I have a trade I want to take right and then I ask Aztecs and he agrees with the trade. That for me in my like books and my like from the data that I've looked at, that gives it like a plus 12% chance of it being right. So that means I can take a bigger position size. If like he disagrees with me, it means it's less likely to go my way. I'll still take the trade, but I'll reduce my position size by maybe a half or a quarter. So that way you can use dynamic sizing to your advantage. And over time, like it's obviously not a surefire way. You're basically going off statistics and data of some data set that you've developed. But over time, it should increase your profits and decrease your losses. And it should pay off really, really hard. Like it's really boring work. It's really getting into the nitty gritty of it and being really super harsh on yourself and analyzing all your trades. Spend like a couple hours each weekend going through your trades when you've got nothing to do, putting them in the spreadsheet after I don't know, a month or two of doing it. Maybe after doing like for like a couple of weeks, you finish going through like your entire set of date. Like go through your trades from January 1st to now, tag them, analyze them, see what win rates you have of each setup, rank them accordingly. So this setup is my A plus setup. This is my A setup. This is my B setup. This is my C setup. Take the C setup with like a 50k position size, the B setup with a 75k position size, the A setup with like 120k, the A plus with like a 200k position size. So like that's the way I size my trades. But yeah, I don't know. I missed some questions. What do you think about AI tech? Are you talking about AI technology in general, like ChatGPT and cloud and anthropogenic and shit like that, or is that a coin? Is that a ticker? You need to be more specific. Who asked me that? Michael. Yeah. Any views on SBET? I know John jammed like millions of dollars into this. My view is it's the MicroStrategy of ETH. It probably fills this disgusting wick that I formed when the news dropped. It's filled the gap now. Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure that they can raise another convertible note for buying more ETH the more it pumps. So, um, yeah, man, that's like pretty much my only bet. Like only thoughts. I know there was a new coin a new stock that did the same thing, which is BMNR. I mean, not the same thing, but Peter Thiel or Thiel announced a stake into it, and then it pumped like 4x. I think this is the insider pump, but yeah. There's loads of these treasury code companies popping up. I think obviously SBET is the most recognizable one for ETH, and it's probably going to take the crown. So yeah, I expect it to continue going. 1 second, I'm actually going to write in I need to post to my channel about my take profit in case people cry that I didn't say anything. Or that I said it in stream and they weren't in stream. Give me 1 second. Feel free to write more questions in the chat. So once I'm done posting this update, I can have stuff to talk about. Move, stop, break even. There we go. Halftime rating is a 9 out of 10. Yeah, fucking halftime show, man, where I get like, I don't know, get some hose in this bitch and they entertain. Coldplay on. Maybe you're thinking of two different things of halftime entertainment. I think it's difficult to leave trading. Hey, man. Yeah, I think it'll always be in the back of my mind. And I'll always get an urge to trade or be in touch with the market and be looking at things. But day trading like this, leverage trading, being so deep into crypto, like you'd want to diversify. Like I see myself getting heavy into equities, into commodities, maybe into real estate, bits and bobs, have my hands in a lot of pies, rather than putting all my eggs in a basket in crypto. I think that the time of doing that was like in 2021, 2022. I think the next 3 to 5 years is when you start taking your eggs out of the basket of crypto and putting into other things. Take on hype. We shall cover hype. Bro, have you guys? I don't know if anyone is in the Floki trade that I gave because it was like I think it's like a week old, but Jesus Christ, it's up 30% today. Fucking hell, man! Please tell me someone's in this trade. It's just absolutely. I'm just hearing notifications on Insidico. My asks being hit. Oh, what a trade! Uh, hype. I still have this limit set for hype. Oh, bro, I'm gonna post a. Let me update in my channel about Floki. 1 second. Or is Floki. I'm gonna close it fully. Fuck. Hang on 1 second. I mean, if you want a Diddy stream, but wait, when actually is this like bail hearing or sentencing? Like, I feel like he's just gonna get away with no, like with time served already whilst he's been in prison, and then he's just gonna walk out freely. Yeah, because he don't I don't know, bro. Brian Steele getting him off the going 2 for 2 in Rico trades this year for Young Thug and Diddy is insane. I swear, like I would if I ever get done for something, um, I would all in put all my money in paying his lawyer fees. Uh, so yeah, okay, I've done that. So hype, yeah, I just want to see it sweep all these this consolidation, but like it's holding 4 hour trend. Uh, so it might just continue chugging. There's rotation going on, obviously, with BTC and ETH having made their moves. Now people are chasing hype, people are chasing Sol, people are chasing XRP. Yeah, hype. I think. I mean, we rode from $40 to $50. Like that was another great swing trade that we did for 20%. Now catching this, I want to get. I don't know if you get this very clean retest of $45 $46. But hey, if we do get a wick, sweep all of this, and maybe even these wicks, then we're gonna get a really nice like 20% move again on hype that we can take on good size. So yeah, that's my view on hype. How long did it take you to become so good at trading such profits? I good a quick way. I wouldn't say I'm so good at trading. I think I'm a just above average trader and I do quite well in minimize. I think a lot of things about trading is minimizing your losses. It's easier to make money in the market. It's harder to keep your money in the market. Put it that way. There's a lot of really stupid people like stupid mistakes that you can make and blow yourself up, which completely ruins your trading. Like you can ruin 3 months of trading with a 1 week bad spell of of taking trades, being on tilt, bad decision making. So you just need to be really, really, really um, strict with yourself. Respect your rules. If you have like a 2 stop losses and you'll log off the computer rule, follow it. Um, Make sure to take advantage of the good times when they're here because they don't last forever, and keep taking money out of the market, man, putting into your bank account, putting into other things so you don't get tempted into gambling with it. Always off ramp a good amount of profits each month. And just keep at it, man. Like it took me, I mean, if you want like story time, then I started trading in, I wouldn't say trading, I started copying signals in the group in April 2021, May 2021, right before the crash. Crash happened. I lost 90% of my portfolio. I wanted to fucking kill myself and locked myself in my uni room. Didn't leave for like 2 weeks. Didn't look at crypto or anything for like 3 months. Felt sorry for myself. Slept in bed all day. Getting ready to put the fries in the bag. Picked myself up in like end of summertime, August, September. Started actually reading the educational content in the group rather than just blindly following trades, trying to understand things, bothering people in the group, like DMing people like Impulse, Pat, Aztecs, the old guys that were here, Julius, Dan, Gia, and asking them how to trade, etc. Trying to take independent trades for myself. Took me about a year, I think, like October, November 2022 is when I became like actually all right trader, decent trader. I would say like profitable to some extent. So yeah, it was like a year and a half process, and then now we're here, man. 3 years later, 2 years later, 3 years later, mate. Yeah, there isn't a quick way, man. It's a hard and brutal path. I would never recommend anyone to quit their daytime job to do this. I would make sure to have a bankroll, a safety net, something to fall back on, something to help you pay the bills, look after whatever children, parents, yourself, girlfriend, boyfriend. Yeah, man. Like it's a very hard job. I like literally I don't recommend it to any one of my friends, family who ask me about it. You either have it or you don't. Some people aren't cut out for this kind of lifestyle. Some are. So you need to take a long, hard look at yourself and figure out if this is for you or if this isn't. And it's harder than what people make it seem. What's up, Dev? Joining in the last 10-15 minutes of the stream. Nice Floki trade. Appreciate it, brother. Take on Pump Fun. I think Where's pump is here. I set this limit. I don't think it's gonna get filled, and if it probably does get filled, it's probably a really bad sign. But I think it's what's it called? It's going to underperform all the other things that are going on in the market because people are really excited about their coins pumping, like their dead spot bags that they have, like things that they're underwater on. Like I'm giga excited about my ETH bags coming back alive. I'm not really paying attention to the new shiny things. The fact that Binance doesn't list pump and spot, like the funding was getting really obnoxious. The team did a bunch of buybacks, but haven't really said anything like great in the grander scheme of things, what they've planned for it, if they're going to launch their own chain or whatever, how they plan on navigating the coin. But I think long term, it's a pretty decent coin. It's one of the highest revenue generating products. It's the same thesis as Hype. Hype chopped for a while before the revenue effects, the buyback started taking place and having impact on the price. So it's a good spot bag investment, I would say. Leverage, I think it's a pain in the ass to trade unless you get some kind of capitulation like this. So yeah, I think there's much more exciting things to trade right now before we get some attention back on pump. No chance he gets a fat sentence, bro. So yeah, man. I actually need to fucking watch Better Call Saul, man. I've like got so many TV shows piled up that I need to watch. Um, I just have too much fucking ADHD and autism. I can't fucking watch 40-minute TV shows anymore. I can only watch. That's why I watch only anime, man. 20-minute episodes. Fucking have some food, watch an episode, get back to work. 45 minutes makes me feel like a fat sack of shit sitting there watching that. Um, what's it called? What's the next? Are you using your university degree since you don't recommend people leaving the day jobs, man? Hey, man, my day job is fucking be working for Wealth Group. Like, I have my university degree as a backup if I ever want to go back to that. If I end up losing it all, getting liquidated and trading. But thank the Lord that I've managed to make enough from trading. I've taken out enough money out of this shit that I've got a bankroll to last me. Like, if I like don't do well in trading, I can still pay my rent. I can still buy myself food, groceries, pay the bills. Um, so, but like for example, I'm saying don't leave your day job because I got to that stage whilst I was attending uni full time. Like I was in uni full time whilst also working for a wealth group at the same time and trading for the past like 3 years. Like I'm literally only a full time trader since last month. Um, so yeah, I only finished this year. Um, yeah, and I could have left and quit when I was in second or third year, but I didn't. I decided to stick it out because I was already that far deep into it. But like I had enough money to justify quitting. But yeah, I still finished it off. I don't think you need to dedicate that many hours to trading to make it worthwhile your time. You can do a day job and come back and trade, or have alerts and things like that. I mean, uni is a bit easier than a day job, I guess, because uni I was fucking about, not going to lectures and shit. But if you want to share how much you lost in 2021 and make back on figures, I mean, I had like 10k in 2021, and then I lost like 8k of it, so I had like 2k, and I've been trading since with that 2k to what I have now. But yeah, I'm a full-time trader since last month. Be hopping on stream again. 51 in here too, way too many. Performance anxiety. It's popular now, he's winning trades, bro. Oh, fuck's sake, these fucking cunts. Ah, should just ignore. Uh, how to become a talent. Oh, Steph, mate, he's the latest talent. Just grind it out, man. Be in general, be in short idea, show that you have some trading skills. Maybe start a Twitter, post trades here and there. People always have eyes on members in the group if they're good traders or not. So if you deserve to be a talent, you will be a talent. If you don't deserve it, you won't. That's pretty much it. Like it doesn't happen where a good trader doesn't get picked up. Last month, wow, big shit going on. Yeah, I finished in June. Um, June 1st was the last day of uni for me. Um, yeah. Yeah, Pump's now rejecting 0.006. 0.006. So like it might end up chopping here. Like it might form a range here. So yeah, man. Like I don't know much about this. Um, bro, Maggie, fucking ask an accountant, man. There's not going to be any tax advice given given on the stream. Fucking just yeah, ask an accountant. I have no idea what country you live in, what the tax rules are, where you are. Yeah, just pay your taxes, man. We're all law-abiding citizens here. Um, exactly. If you don't make any money, you don't have to pay taxes. I trade on a test net. I can't remember what. So I covered BTC, I covered ETH, I covered Hype. I closed my Floki trade. Our Farcoin fucking tilted me. I didn't like. I actually do have this trade fucking running on my account, but I think I moved stop break even for the group, and then we got wicked out, and I didn't get stop break even. But I will look for a re-entry on this for you guys, but probably something like maybe here, and then stop loss like there. But yeah, I think Farcoin's gonna do really well. I think it's been getting like you would see here, all the OI is short covering. People keep trying to hammer this down, prevent the breakout, prevent it from pumping. But once it gets the go ahead steam from above 1.3, should go to 1.5, 1.6, and then Dev's only saying that he's learnt from me because he's in this fucking stream. This guy gave me no credit when I was showing him love every day in chart ideas. And I put his name on the map. Fucking cunt. He wrote a fucking short message at the start of the channel. Oh, shout out to the Utopia boys when you're shouting out probably pricks like M and H. But yeah, I'll look for a re-entry in Fartcoin. I think Fartcoin will do well. Same with SPX. I mean, I think the entire group has shown. I mean, I told you guys about the 1.34 breakout to 1.7, and then the big leg will be above 1.7 to $3. If you get a retest off here, which we might, SPX like tends to give quite clean retests and trades. I'll look to take a trade like that, 10% stop loss, look for like a 70% gain. But yeah, SPX, very obvious bet. It's made all-time highs on the spot chart. This wick only exists on the perp on Bybit because someone got absolutely carried out. But yeah. Not a sloppy twat. What am I supposed to write? Hey man, go look at my first message. I poured my heart out when I got promoted. I was in Texas DMs and tears, like fucking hell, mate. Can't believe you did this for me. Got me where I am. Are you gonna add an education section? I think I've got my old shit pin. Like if you go check my corner, if you go in the pin section, I've got like loads of content of mine pins. So go read through that. I've got like 2 hours worth of videos on like a trading system that I use with like Coinalyze and stuff, which I need to update and refresh. That I'm gonna work on when the market calms down. But go on my channel, go on the pin messages if you don't like ask someone how to find pin messages, but hopefully you should know. It's the fucking like Fomtac, the pin, like it's literally a pin on the top of my channel. And you can see all the stuff that I've pinned that I think people's useful. JD, mate, when I make my first ton, we'll do you a shout out. Get it on my story, yeah, mate. JD, I'll add you to my private story if you want. Probably can't. Hey, man, you got to show love to the people who's. Nah. That was. Maybe it was when I became a talent. Maybe not when I became academy trader. My gosh. So I'm trying to fucking G check me on fucking what I've said, mate. Barbells, bar tab, and blockchain base. That's a fucking horrific pirate story name. Oh my goodness. I appreciate Iona. I might bring it back, but at least people found it useful when I ran it. Yeah, man. XRP. This is a trade I'm planning. I haven't posted the limit yet, but I think this is going to like. Oh, let's set the TP at $4.2. Fucking hell, I was 21 back then. I feel like an old head now. Fucking hell. Oh, fucking dreading turning 25 because it means I'm closer to 30 than I'm to 20. I officially hit onk status. Um, oh, I did it in his DMs, man. Sharp, don't worry. Um, think yeah, any pullback on XRP is for longing. It's making new highs. Like it's kind of free drive here, so maybe we get a pullback and then we go up again. But XRP should be the next major. Uh, next major to go. And it's so close to price discovery above 3.33. It's going to leg up hard. So if we don't catch this leg, I'll make sure to catch the next leg from here to here. All right, coming up to an hour here, so I'm gonna call it a stream. Lot of people, which is good to see. Hope it was useful. No, Dev, I'm not checking a chart. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, I hope you found it useful. If anyone's got any questions about what I discussed today, feel free to ping me in the group. Educational content in the pinned messages for anyone who wants to see. My main focus is on. I know we didn't really cover that many coins because I don't know. I started waffling about life and trading and shit, but my main focus is, of course, continuing to be ETH. I think ETH's going to go to 4K by the end of the summer, ideally 3.5K by the end of this month. I think ETH beta coins like ENA, AVE, like all these. Let me show you the list quick. Like ENA, ENS, Eigen, Lido, SSV, AVP, they might pull like 10 to 20% candles over the next few days as people chase ETH beta because of how good ETH's been doing. I think SPX is one of the best alts. Pull back to 1.7, and then we just target all-time highs. Well, we target the wick fill on Bybit Perp. Hype, I've got this limit set. Let's see if you get it or not. BTC, it might just chop above 120k on solid closes. It might go down. It's going to go to 125k. XRP, I want to catch on a pullback. But yeah. 21 on Saturday, you come into my party, JD. Nah, man, don't want to be a nonce. Got the dwarfs ordered. Diddy Def. Def Diddy. All right. Yeah, have a good night. Have a good rest of your day wherever you are in the world. Peace.